Hi there, it's Michele Replogle with Coldwell Banker Realty with this week's market update. Please subscribe and share my video if you can. I'd really appreciate it. It helps my channel and helps my reach. Also, I have a new podcast. It's called The Realtor Lady, and I have a couple of episodes are just really fun. I have one with a stager, a home inspector, one with a gal who talks about buying in mobile home parks. They're just great, and I really recommend them. So this week, I don't have the statistics that I normally have that I read off because my broker actually sends them to us so I can kind of go through them. But I did look up really quick that this week we had, in the last 24 hours, we had 16 new listings come on, and that's townhomes, condos, and homes all through the Santa Cruz County. We had 81 come on in the last week, and it is building. That's great news. The not so great news is the buyer demand is building as well. So as the demand kind of pops up for houses, more come on the market. Sellers like, oh, this is a great time to sell it, and they jump on. But if you can imagine, for every 5 buyers that are out there, only 2 to 3 sellers are coming on. So there's still that lag. But what I want to talk to sellers about today is be careful in your pricing. It's so common. I go on listing appointments and the seller will say, well, you're the expert. You tell me the price. And I have pricing. I look at comps. I know the neighbors' houses. I've often even just been in them. But really, what really helps is understanding what the seller wants. Don't be cagey about it. Don't play games. If you have a house and you've watched your neighbors, you've watched homes similar to yours get 1.3, tell that person you're interviewing, I want 1.3. Now, how are you going to market to get me that price? Because when a seller gives me the price, I'm like, great, let's go get it. I market the heck out of that listing. I have so many avenues that I send your listing down to get the most eyeballs to make sure we get the highest possible price. So when you get that offer, and this is purely fiction because in this market, I don't think so, but say for instance, you are at 1.3 and you get an offer at 1.285, darn it, that's not quite 0.13, and that's what I wanted. Well, if we've been on the market for over 2 weeks, I have listing reports that say, man, there's been a ton of people looking at it. The market price for your house is 1.285. Remember, market is where the buyer and the seller meet on the price. Now the buyers come up at 1.285. You say, no, you're going to stay at 1.3. Okay, well, maybe that next buyer will come along and go, it's been sitting. I'm going to make an offer, but you know what? I really do want the house, so I'll go for that 1.3. Then your house is at market. Buyers, I really don't see this coming summer to be the festival of low prices. But what I do expect is to be a little bit less competitive. I think that people will get distracted. I think they're going to be able to go to concerts again. I have a neighbor who's going to a concert in August, and I'm going on vacation, and things are happening that kind of redirect the buyer's focus. Now that could redirect the seller's focus too. But the idea is that when you're sitting at home because you can't do anything else, all you're doing is looking at houses, and that will create a lot of demand, and there's just not enough inventory to cover it. So pray for distraction, buyers. At that point, though, I can tell you, you're going to see some houses sit on the market a little bit. And hey, we can have open houses again. Now, what I think that's going to change is I think that buyers are going to wait a little bit longer. So if they can go on to a house on open house, they might wait to do that. So that flurry on a listing may change until the weekend or a little bit after. So I'm not saying it's going to shift the market in that people aren't going to write offers. What I'm saying, it's going to shift them to timelines, and timelines are going to change. We're going to get back into broker tour and open houses. And that it was a regularity in the market where we'd see a house listed on Monday or Tuesday, broker tour on Thursdays. That's where brokers preview. And then open houses Saturday and Sunday, offers reviewed Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So we're probably going to get back on that schedule. So that's something to know about what's changing in the market as well. Hey, I've got a podcast. I've got some fun guests coming up. Please subscribe to that. It's called The Realtor Lady, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, and the reception's been good. So anyway, of course, if you have any questions, comments, or anything, please call me, Michele Replogle, Coldwell Banker, The Realtor Lady. Bye.